Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, March 1st market update. On the economic front, personal income was a little weaker than expected, coming in up 0.1%. Consumer spending was slightly higher than expected, coming in up 0.5%. Construction spending was a little better than expected, coming in down 0.6%, but the forecast was for down 0.8%. And the ISM manufacturing index was a little light, coming in at 56.5. Forecast was for 57.5. On deck for tomorrow is the monthly motor vehicle sales. Consensus is somewhere around 7.9 million annualized rate. So the dollar and copper were up today, but both pulled back off of their highs. Gold and silver were mostly flat, and oil was down. So taking a look at the dollar here, I mean, we've been bouncing around this little area here. I know a lot of people are long the dollar. I'm not convinced that that's the way to go. Short term it might be, but we'll see. And let's go over, take a look at the West Texas Intermediate Crude point and figure chart. Still bouncing around between this about 80 and 77 or so, right in this area. We've got this resistance, this trend line resistance. So light sweet crude futures were down 96 cents today to settle at $78.70 a barrel. Let's go take a look at the Dow. Dow closed up 78 points to 10,403. S&P closed up 11 points to 1,115. The Nasdaq closed up 35 points to 2273, and the Russell closed up 14 points to 642. The Russell had the largest percent gain, up 2.24%. The Dow was the weakest, up only 0.76%. So they were definitely buying those small caps in the Russell today. The Dow did break out of its bull flag it has here. So that was good. It seemed to have struggled though at that around that 10,400 area, 10,415, somewhere around there. It seemed to struggle in that area. Let's go look at the S&P. Right around this 1,115, right across here. I don't have my trend line drawn, but we figured that was going to be a challenge for it. It's possible this could be a head and shoulders bottom formed here, and then all the indices, the Dow and SP look similar to this, but that'll remain to be seen. We'll look here on the 60-minute chart. Showed this before. So, we've got here. So we have some major resistance here. So it's going to take a lot of volume for us to pop through there. But we may come back down here before we go higher, or if we even go higher, maybe we break down. But something to watch for. If this plays out, if this over time, over the next few weeks or however long it takes, this would put us well over this 1,150. That'd put us back up to the about 1,160, 1,170 level. So be interesting to see if that plays out or not. Volume was a light again today, except for the Russell had pretty good volume, but the rest of them were pretty light. The Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell are all above their 50-day moving averages now, so that's a good thing. It's bullish. We'll go look at the McClellan. We're a little overbought here, but it's not, looking right. We're at 53.10, so we're a little overbought. We get up about 60 to above, more overbought, and definitely probably want to start taking some profits off. But we're looking good. Not too scary yet, but it's hard to tell, each day what we're going to get depending on whatever news is out. Let's take a look at GLD. It's right in here, come down, kind of tested the back of this downtrend line, and we're back up here. It's looking all right. Silver's looking good. It's right about here where it got to before and kind of stopped. XLF, which they weren't too good today. Financials were kind of weak, but XLF's looking all right. Doesn't have much volume to the upside here. Look at BAC. Kind of didn't do much of anything today. Rested. JP Morgan had that big move Friday. It's just kind of rested. That's fine. Let's look at the VIX. So the VIX was down 1%. I talked about watching this here on my MACD. We get down in this area. I do expect the market to go down and the VIX to get a bounce. Now, how, if it's a big move one way or the other, I'm not sure, but I should do. We get down here around this minus 2.5. This is where the VIX has been bouncing per the chart. per my chart here, 15 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. Biotech index had the largest percent gain at 0.57%, and the bank index was the weakest, down 0.44%. Well, that's, having the financials down, we can't seem to get everything going the same direction. We can't get the financials and tech and energy all moving together. It's been a struggle in this market for everything to move together. So let's go over to ChartWatch. Most of these charts are off the watch list. I'll just go over them real quick. They're, looking at, had a nice breakout higher on this Steve Madden we've been watching. KSU's looking good, higher prices. Big break on this Stanley Works today, a lot of volume. All these are off the watch list. Big volume here in American Eagle, we've been watching it. Nike went higher, looking good. Newmont Mining, we talked about this breakout there on the triangle, it's looking good. CNX had a little inverted head and shoulders, or head and shoulders bottom, whichever you want to call it. Had some good volume today, looks good for some higher prices. And NetLogic, another one looked good, broke higher today. VPrint, I like this one, actually tried to break out higher, and it's got the volume to do it, but it pulled back a little bit. So as long as it holds this trend line here, I think it looks good. Just keep it on your radar. BEAV, nice big breakout today with volume. Another one from the watch list. Tata Motors from the watch list, breaking higher. Then here's a bunch of more Apples, always good to watch. It's going higher. NTY. This here, Win, nice break to the upside for Win. Might want to watch Las Vegas Sands and MGM. CMG went higher. Amazon was doing really well today. Another one to watch. I like this triangle in Marvell, MRVL. FFIB was on fire today, breaking higher. Watch GMCR. It's over the high right there. It's at 85.09. It's still resting. ACTG finally broke out higher, had this tight consolidation. I like this chart here. It looks good. BPI. I like this one. It's been in this channel, so it should have a really nice move here of about 1, 2, 3, 4 points. When it breaks out over this high here of 1840, you might want to jump on board. ISIL. Another one breaking out of the triangle days, looking good. I like this one. It's a more longer term. Just keep it on your radar. Nice ascending triangle. We've been watching it before. And AOS, this Smith broke out today too. Did pull way back though, so just watch to see how it acts to see if it wants to turn and go higher or not. And Seagate Technology broke out on big volume today higher. Let's go over and take a look at the point and figure charts. We watched the point and figure charts for the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P. NASDAQ did go back on a buy signal day, so all three are back on a buy because that sell-off from last Friday or whatever early morning put this on a sell, but I figured it would go right back to a buy. So the new price objective is 2,420. So let's take a quick look at the NASDAQ. Oh, come on. I can't type. So, yeah, we went, to come out on a sell. went on a sell signal, but I figured we would break right back out, and we did. So, huge move today. So we're back up here in a buy signal on the NASDAQ. New price objective 2,420. So we look good. We'll just see how it goes. Like I said, we're a little overbought here, but not extreme. I don't think it's going to be this easy that everybody's just going to jump long and here we go all week long up. But I'm sure it was a good mutual fund Monday. So that's really all I have for today. There's tons of stuff to watch out there. I mean, I couldn't even begin to show you all the charts of stuff moving. There's no way. So, all right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and should be able to make some good money. The market's looking pretty good here. It's not too bad.